Premier League supercomputer gives Liverpool title verdict as clear four-way race emerges. Liverpool blew away their rivals to win the Premier League title by 10 points last season, but Arne Slot's side should face stiffer competition this time around. Liverpool are the clear favourites to retain their Premier League title this season, but they have three rivals for the crown, according to new research. Arne Slot won the 2024/25 title, finishing 10 points clear of Arsenal in his first campaign as Reds boss, and his side have made a perfect start this season. Liverpool sit top of the Premier League table after 3 matches, having beaten Bournemouth, Newcastle and Arsenal to claim 9 points. They needed late goals to see off the Cherries and Magpies before a stunning Dominic Szoboszlai free kick downed the Gunners. Liverpool have spent £450 million in the summer transfer window to strengthen their squad, with Alexander Isak, Florian Wirtz and Hugo Ekitike the headline additions in attack. That expenditure has helped strengthen their position as title favourites, according to the CIS Football Observatory, who give them a 28.9% chance of lifting the trophy again in May. The research takes into account variables including performance data and transfers to calculate the probability and underlines how competitive the Premier League should be this season. That is because Arsenal are given an 18.8% chance of winning the title, narrowly ahead of Chelsea 16.2% and Manchester City 14.4%. It could feasibly be a 4-horse race this time around, which is a real contrast to Europe's other top divisions. For example, Paris Saint-Germain have a 73% chance of winning League One, while Bayern Munich 61.4% and Real Madrid 40.6% are significant favourites in the Bundesliga and La Liga respectively. Interestingly, Nottingham Forest are rated the 5th favourites for the Premier League title, on 7.9%, ahead of Newcastle 5.8%, Aston Villa 3.2% and Manchester United 2.6%. Slot isn't so sure it will be a clear-cut thing for Liverpool. The reason why it is so difficult to retain the title lies mainly in the fact that there are so many competitors that can also win the league over here, he said before the campaign kicked off in August. To win it once is already very special, let alone if you can win it twice in 3, 4 or 5 years. Or as we did, twice in 5 years, and Manchester City did even better than us in the last few years. So that's unbelievable if you're able to do this in this league. And probably this year is going to be harder than every year before because every team brings in new players, but our main competitors definitely did as well. Asked if the death of Diogo Jota and the heightened emotions around the club since his passing would make it even harder this year, Slot added, "That is a question I hope you are going to ask me at the end of the season, and is impossible to answer now. You don't know the challenges that are in front of you and how difficult it is going to be for us or another team to win the league. So it is impossible to answer now." Gabriel Martinelli sends message to 3 rivals for Arsenal place as price tag emerges. Gabriel Martinelli has come under fire in some quarters for his displays for Arsenal, but he insists he isn't worried by an increased competition for places at the Emirates. Gabriel Martinelli insists he is relishing the competition for places at Arsenal, despite doubts emerging about his future at the club. Martinelli, 24, has come under increased scrutiny at the Emirates following the summer arrivals of Noni Madueke and Eberechi Eze, and it has emerged that the Gunners would have been willing to offload him to a new club in the transfer window if an offer in the region of £60 million was tabled. However, potential suitors only valued Martinelli at around £40 million, despite the Brazil international holding down a regular place on the left of Mikel Arteta's attack, where he was often preferred to Leandro Trossard last season. Martinelli scored just 10 goals in all competitions last season, despite making 51 appearances, his most in a campaign for the Gunners. And at the start of the current campaign, he came under fire from former Arsenal star Theo Walcott for his display in the 1-0 defeat at Liverpool before the international break. Far from being concerned about his place in the Gunners team though, Martinelli has compared his situation at Arsenal to the one he faces with Brazil. Regarding Arsenal, it's like here in the national team, he said while on international duty. "If you ask me if it's good to have Vini or Rodrigo in the national team, I'll definitely say yes, because he'll help the team to win titles. And if we want to win, we need quality players. It's the same with Arsenal. I'm very happy with Eze and Madueke's arrival as well. Trossard also plays on the left side. So, we're very happy when we have quality players by our side. We have a lot of matches in the season. A lot of things can happen, injuries, etc. So, we're happy for the club to be looking for the best players in the league so we can try to win. Walcott was clear in his criticism of Martinelli after the loss at Anfield, saying the Brazilian failed to test Liverpool's makeshift right-back Dominik Szoboszlai, who scored the only goal of the game with a stunning free kick. Speaking on the It's Called Soccer podcast, Walcott said Szoboszlai wasn't tested at all. You've got a centre midfield player at full-back, that's music to my ears. But not at one point did Martinelli do his strengths. If you overthink things as a winger, you mess up. Martin Odegaard fires back at Arsenal legend over criticism. I don't care. Arsenal star Martin Odegaard has faced plenty of criticism over his role as club captain, with legend Tony Adams claiming his teammate Declan Rice should be given the armband. Instead, Arsenal captain Martin Odegaard has insisted he doesn't care about comments from club legend Tony Adams, claiming he should be stripped of the armband and replaced by Declan Rice. Odegaard was appointed Gunners skipper in the summer of 2022, but has faced criticism over his suitability for the role as Arsenal pushed for more silverware. Adams is one of the most famous captains in the club's history, as he led the club to 4 league titles and 5 domestic cups. The club have finished as runners-up in the Premier League table in the last 3 consecutive seasons, and iconic former defender Adams claimed earlier this summer that Rice should be named captain instead.